All right. My name is Marjorie, Marjorie. Edith, for my mother, who was Edith Vickery. Marjorie Edith Vickery was my family name. Then I married Vernon Massey, so my name was Massey. And he is the father of my children. And then when he passed away in 1973, 3 years later, I married Bill Head, who was a friend of ours before any of us lost our spouses. It's the salvation of my life, really. Everybody always says, well, you were so lucky to have had such a long, pleasant life. Well, it wasn't all pleasant, but I did have a long life, and really it was, I think, believing in God and having a church family that helped me over all the humps that I had. And even coming back, and now, it's the friends in the church that I've had to rely on, not had to, but who were willing to show up to help, that are helping me handle this, leaving this world, with as much grace as I can muster. God and I have had so many conversations that I know he gets tired of listening to me. But he's always come through for me. He has never left me hanging. He has never failed me. Even the humps and bumps in my life, he has helped me over. And I didn't even have to beg. He was always there. I knew he was there. And as a result, I think it made my life so much easier and so much happier to learn to accept the things that he led me to or gave me to handle, and helped me get through 94 is a long time to live, and you're bound to make mistakes along the way. But I think he helped me over the humps of most of them, and would say, now don't worry, my child, this too shall pass. And I took him literally at his word, and sure enough it did. But even losing the two husbands, it didn't really make me, I was sad, of course. I loved both of them. But I didn't dwell on their deaths. I knew that they were needed up there in heaven, and God was going to take care of them, and they'd be there when I got there. I am truly not afraid of dying. I think it's going to be a wonderful experience to see heaven finally, and what it is like, and to see all those that I have loved and have gone before me. And I'm just hoping I recognize everybody. If my eyes get any worse, I won't be able to, but surely I'll get a new set when I get there. So that's all I'm concerned about right now, is I can see again. And but like I said, I'm not anxious to go, because I hate to leave my earthly family, but I am excited to go to see my past family. And that's everybody that's up there, really. And I have so many dear ones, and so many I've loved that are up there, and they're probably sitting there clapping their hands and saying, well, she'll be here soon. And that pleases me. I think that's a great feeling, to leave this world with the attitude that you really are going to a better place. And I go for that, you know. I've had such a good life, and I'm so grateful for all the things that God has done. But if I started listing them, there would be no way to remember everything, or even the little things that I find important. So like I said, we have a lot of conversations, and that's my first impulse, is to turn to him for advice. And, you know, and when I wake up, God, please give me the answer to this problem. So invariably he does, one way or another. And he has sent me the most wonderful people to help me go down this road. So my neighbors, church friends, friends I've found in the medical community, all of that has certainly helped. And everybody has been so wonderful. It's hard to imagine that you could have touched so many lives in one way or another. But I shall miss them, and I hope they miss me. But I don't want them to envy me because they can get there too. And it doesn't matter to me what church you go to. It's the fact that you believe in Christ and Jesus, or Jesus, as whatever you want to call him, and he's always there for you, and that you know for a fact. Oh, how do people get by? Who do they talk to? Who gives them advice? How do they solve their problems if they don't believe in Jesus? You have no hope. But I am not a proselyter. I figure that's probably the most important decision you will ever make in your life, is to either follow God and Jesus' way or not follow it. And it won't do you a bit of good if I talk you into it, because you won't really believe it. You got to find it on your own. And I'm a firm believer in that.